This is where I'd be showing off the new gem playmat that comes out today. But my motherfucking friend stole it, and I don't get it back until later tonight. So guys, Gem's coming out with the new Senjo tonight. Check out their Facebook page down below. So it's come to my attention that some of you guys don't understand still that Norden is broken. But let's talk about the likeliness of an emergency ban list. First off, let me blow all of your guys' minds. What if Konami America wants Norden banned, but Konami Japan won't let the TCG ban Norden? Huh. It's almost like that could be the reality of the situation. Meh. So, now that we've got the realistic situation out of the way, what are the odds of us getting an emergency ban list before the WCQ to eliminate Norden? Now that all of the naysayers have come out of the woodwork and have told me that Fusion Sub is the problem, and they continue to think that it's the problem, but we gotta get Norden out of here. Just cut the loss. We need Norden. Bye. If there is some magical reason that the powers that may be want Norden to stay for Link format, we are going to have an incredibly horrible time. Watching Norden pop out in the Link zone. Okay, so first off, if Norden is not banned because of the draw 2 to 7, and it's all dependent on how many Fusion Subs you want to play, things like that, then the combo extenders and the things that are going to exist come Link format are going to be disgusting. And boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, fucking Green Gadget's over here with his mechanical penis going vroom, vroom. Like, eventually Green Gadget's going to shoot some fucking hot oiled lubricant, whatever the fuck Green Gadget ejaculates. At some point, he's finally going to come. And when he comes, hopefully it'll do a system reboot, and he'll walk over to Konami HQ, finally go realize that things aren't going the way they need to be, take a flight to Japan, sit down in the room. Hopefully Green Gadget knows Japanese, and he'll be like, beep boop, you made me, fix please. And he'll walk out there, broke a man, come back to America, and probably self-destruct on the plane home. Hopefully not on the plane itself. Hopefully he'll be on the ground when he blows up out of rage and frustration, but it's the realization of things. So it's just one problem over another, you know. Like, we have to deal with Bahamut Shark summoning Totally Awesome, we have to deal with an infinite draw combo, and then we're gonna have to deal with Norden shitting out more Link monsters, because we're gonna have instant fusion at fucking multiples. I don't know what more to say on the subject. I've beat this into the fucking ground, and if Konami could actually take full grasp of this situation and get an emergency ban list before the WCQ, we could actually probably have a decent format. Blah 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 blah. Dryden's at 3. Brabble's the problem. Brabble, we can go into logistics all day. Brabble's a pretty fucking good card. Dryden kind of sucks dick. Being able to have all the Rotos in the world in your deck, pretty good. But Rat makes the combo go round. Norden gets reused 5 times in a turn, and Emerald just recycles cards and draws. No one's really been playing Emerald until recently. But you know, like, you remove Norden, all of these cards just fall back to absolute shit. And it's so hard to realize this. I would love to watch a Norden be up in the Link zone. Or not Norden. Watch Emerald be up in the Link zone. Be like, I'm 1800. What am I gonna do? Just like every T-Rex ever. So, I don't know. There's not much else to talk about at the moment besides my constant hate for Norden, because he's a fucking ridiculously broken card, and seems to be done. So let's talk about if Yu-Gi-Oh had Norden banned right now. It'd be True Draco Turbo. I'd probably be seeing the Zoo hybrid still. Zoo without, like, looking at OCG Zoo, they're one hell of a fucking stun deck. You know, especially in Link format. Like, we're pretty fucking spoiled being able to spam things right now. And as soon as Link format is implemented into the game, things are going to change. Whether or not for the better, for the worse. But Link format does help the game. After watching the first episode of Yu-Gi-Oh! Vrains, I agree. Dude, could you imagine if we had turbo duels in real life? My fat ass isn't gonna fit on a fucking hoverboard. You know, like, that thing's gonna overclock itself and then snap down the middle as soon as, like, be like, all right, virtual reality engage. Like, even virtual reality knows that we're filming in 400 pounds. All right, like, you guys think that 60 FPS is incredibly amazing? Well, when you got 400 pounds of frame being filmed, it's amazing that this fucking shitty webcam hasn't broken it. Yes, we have a new mic on the way. We have a new webcam coming as soon as I order it later this week. So next week we should be filming in Master style. We truly will be in 400 pounds, 400p. But True Draco Turbo, it's kind of the monarch of the format. I think people are kind of just playing it because it's like, yeah, you know, we spent this much money. You know, let's go with it and see what it does. And then I think on the opposite side of the equation, people are still going to play Zoo, but if that's the case, then wouldn't the hybrid become the best deck? Being able to play Zoo and Draco together, it's pretty good. Maybe that Dino Mist guy, the guy that ended up going 7-1 day one, and then ends up going 7-3. Maybe he'll get his chance to shine at the WCQ before, you know, Norden gets banned, or after Norden gets banned. If after Norden gets banned, though, we might actually see Zephyr be a real deck for a very short amount of time, aka the WCQ. There are very few players out there that are dedicated to it, but unfortunately, what little time we have left in this format is being ruined because of Norden. And I can't stress that enough. Now, when we made the video about 3 decks you're not going to get to enjoy because of Link format, Zephyr was on that list. And Zephyr is not going to get to shine at all before the field change is implemented, because we're in a tier 0 format. Someone made a comment yesterday mentioning that, you know, Konami goes through these loops. You know, we've been through these incredibly bland formats before. Frog FTK, Infernity format, you know, Teledad, Tier 0 Lightsworn. I think these are all perfectly good, healthy signs for the game. But, however, Devil's Advocate, because of these things, it shows that something got past the radar, the initial testing that might not have been, I guess, discovered correctly. You know, like, there's the Zephyro extension loop too, that many people might not have realized, but Zephyros plus the Raid Raptor that the Australian duelist came up with, that is a deck. A very, very, very good deck. However, there's just other good parts, you know, like the hand loop even topped last weekend, but format's being shunned, and it's really sad to see that before all these nice things are coming in our future, we're not going to get the chance to really enjoy the final moments with some of these decks. You know, like, this is the biggest change, I think, since Priority left us. And I guess you can argue that Pendulum's coming out was kind of broken. It was, but it wasn't at the same time. Like, it's really easy just to be able to unload your hand. Like, it made the game easier in the long run. But at the end of the day, this is one of the biggest changes coming to the game of Yu-Gi-Oh! And we need to not let a particular tier 0 engine affect what time we have left. So here's the Konami America. Godspeed to you. Please convince the overlords to get Norden banned. And to those of you that are like, Robbie, how do you know that the American branch has been pushing for this and Japan hasn't? It's pretty common sense at this point. You know, as much time as R&D spends testing and actually reading our community. You know, like, a lot of people give Konami a lot of shit and says that, you know, they're completely ignorant and doesn't know a thing. You know, they're there. They're reading. So the only real logical explanation left at this point is, you know, they know they're pushing for it, but the way things are, they have to push everything through the branch in Japan. So hopefully Konami America will make this last few weeks before our WCQ and links come out something enjoyable for everybody. So that's all I have to say. Please ban Norden. Sincerely, every TCG player ever, except for those people that think Fusion Sub is the problem. That's not all, folks. Please subscribe if you enjoyed this video. Please check out my Cardfight Vanguard channel, VanCole40. You guys will get an insight on our playtesting sessions. And please check out the Zodiac Duelist TV Twitch stream. That way you guys can follow the House of Champions and MCole40 interactions. Please check out MCole Games for all of your guys' trading card game needs. And if you guys enjoyed this content, please check out my Patreon in the description. Every bit helps to the creation of these videos. One step at a time in improvement, and that's the goal of this channel. Alright guys, have a good time, and thanks for watching.